Come back here. Come back here. Hi friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today is the first video in a new series that I am starting. As some of you might know, I used to be a Disney cast member. I was on the Disney College program in spring of 2019. I worked as a cast member in Animal Kingdom, but I spent a lot of time in all the parks. So I have started a new series where I am asking former cast members, current cast members, and cast members at heart for their challenges, for different things to make. And today's challenge, the first one in our series, happens to be from my roommate from my college program, Stephanie. If you check out my vlogs, you've seen her in a couple of my vlogs. Here is her challenge. I'll do some video magic to kind of show it right there. So she has challenged me to make the Port Orleans French toast. I actually have never been to Port Orleans. I didn't get to do a lot of resort hopping. I had never been to the Disney parks before moving down to Florida and working there for 5 months. So I spent more time in the parks than I did resort hopping, but I am so excited to make this French toast. It looks absolutely delicious. I found pictures online. I will post one here that I found from, I believe it is Disney Eats. Oh, Disney Tourist Blog. She did a review of the breakfast at Port Orleans French Quarter. And that is where I'm making this French toast from. So I'm taking some of it to actually have the day off today. I took some PTO just for myself. So I've decided to make this video today and take some French toast to my coworkers, as well as have some here at home with my family. So I will be doing quite a bit of French toast for you guys today. Let's get started. All right. So first what I did is I took I believe this is French bread. It is a crusty French loaf. As you saw in the picture, it is definitely more of like a skinny bread, crusty, and so I am, as you can see, I already cut off the crusty end bit. That's never good as French toast, I find. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this on the bias. I did already cut a loaf here. So this is what it's going to look like. It's just long pieces of cut French toast, or cut French bread. I meant to let this sit out a little longer to get a little harder, but it's all good. Luckily, this bread is super dense and super thick, so it should hold up to the egg mixture without it needing to sit out for too long. So we're gonna cut this on the bias here. I'm gonna do pretty big chunks of French toast. I did smaller chunks for my coworkers just because I know that they'll be eating it a little faster than they'll need it to be eaten a little faster than we will. And for them, it's more of a sweet treat, whereas for me, it is my meal. I will actually be cooking up a little bit of sausage here to have with my French toast. I don't like the butt end of French toast, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat the bread because I still like the bread. Alrighty, so now that all our bread is cut, we are going to go ahead and get the egg, milk, sugar mixture all ready to go. That way we can go ahead and pop our French toast into it, put it on the pan, and move on to the next step. All right, so in our lovely silver bowl, I went ahead and put in our sugar. And then from here, we're going to add in a half a cup of our milk. I'm using 2%. That is just because that is what my family likes. I don't like milk, but I got something that I know my parents will drink, put in tea, things like that. 4 eggs. And then we also add a little dash of cinnamon and a little dash of vanilla, but we'll go ahead and get the big stuff out of the way here. Thought this was 1/4 cup. Let me go get my. There's a half a cup. All right, so this calls for a half a cup of milk. Now granted, I know I'm supposed to use a liquid measuring cup, but I'm also kind of lazy. So here is my milk and sugar. Yum. Okay, so now we're gonna add in our 4 eggs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put them in a separate little, I'm gonna crack them, put them in a Tupperware, and then put them in. That way then if I get any shells, they're easier to pull out and they're not in with all my milk and sugar and I have to start the whole way over again. Eventually I will be doing Tiana's beignets. I was challenged to do those, but I was challenged to do Tiana's beignets, not Port Orleans beignets. So that video will be coming soon, I promise. I think what I'm gonna do with these videos is I'm gonna post them once a month. So once a month you get your fill of Disney filled yummies. And please, if you have a challenge, leave it down below. My Instagram is linked on my YouTube channel. Definitely shoot me a message or comment on my post, letting me know what you want me to make. During this time, I know so many people miss the parks, and I do too. Originally, actually, for these PTO days, I was supposed to go to the parks, but we canceled, just because it was really unsafe for us to go. Hopefully next year we'll be able to. Yeah. All right, so all of our eggs and milk are in our bowl. I'm gonna go grab the vanilla and cinnamon and add those. Cool, so I can't find my vanilla. We're just gonna go with cinnamon and a little bit of coffee creamer and hope and pray. So luckily I have caramel brulee creamer. It's almond milk. That is our egg mixture. All right, I am just whisking this up. Getting it all ready here for our yummy, yummy French toast. Now, from the recipe I found, it doesn't look like they let it sit long. I am actually going to set up my bread pieces on a cookie sheet and throw this on top of it. That way then it can kind of get all up in its business. So this isn't a part of like any of the recipes that I've looked at. I actually learned this trick from my dad. He always does this when he would make French toast. So to me, it just makes sense. That way then everything gets to kind of sit in the juices. All right, here we go. Here is our egg mixture. There's my spatula. We are just kind of gonna give these little babies a little go over. All right. The cinnamon sugar mixture that you put on it. I'm so excited. Usually I'm not the biggest fan of French toast, but I think if you cook it correctly, I think with this crusty bit on it, it's gonna be delicious. I'm so excited. Okay, so this is actually the last thing that you do. So we're gonna pop that there, pop that here, just in case. Then I'm gonna go ahead, stick this in the oven, heat that up a little bit, and that way then French toast can stay warm while I am cooking up a storm over here. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna go ahead and eat one piece of French toast because I am going to have some later as lunch with my parents. They went out on a all day. But I am going to eat just this one piece as a taste test. It's so crispy. That's awesome. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't mean to be mean to my dad, but this is the best French toast I've ever eaten in my life. Do I want another piece? Love you. Bye.